This is the cover of my Facebook prophecy page. It's called Everybody Makes Predictions. It's like I made it for a practice thread. If you think you're a prophet, you can make some predictions. There's no right or wrong answer. This is just a prophecy thread to help your gift of prophecy grow. So if you feel like hurricane season is coming, if you feel like one will be in the Gulf Coast hitting Texas, you could post it. And if it's wrong, nobody will say anything. This is just a Facebook page I created, and nobody is making any prophecy. It looks like I'm the only one and the main one, and I want to show y'all a few prophecies that came to pass. There's a date. I posted March 17, North Carolina power outage inside job. See the little circle published on April 26, 2019, Dabu77 YouTube channel? Well, I just noticed the 77 there. I've been seeing 77 repeatedly for a couple weeks. God is using numbers to speak. Seven's a good number. Well, anyhow, see the lights out for North Carolina. In the video, he said that they did lights out on the military, and it was a surprise, and they didn't tell anybody. Looks like that prophecy came to pass. Go ahead and follow him. I recommend him. He reports news fast. He's one of the biggest YouTube channels. Look at his subscribers, just a little above the yellow circle that I circled under his name, Dabu77. Look how many subscribers. If you don't know him, I recommend him. He really reports news. He's the biggest YouTube channel, and he made this April 26th that just came out, one of his newest videos. Looks like that prophecy that I predicted came to pass. March 11, I said there'd be tornadoes in North Carolina and Virginia coming this year, and oh boy, they have already hit. My niece showed a tornado with her next to it, a picture of it in her car. There's my niece. I believe this was in Scott Neck, North Carolina. So, yeah, and our news showed Virginia had some tornadoes. You could I was trying to say tornado, and the thoughts came to me earthquake. Usually when I try and say something and something else tries to take over, it happens. So I believe Virginia's going to get some earthquakes. Like I kept trying to tell people, my prophecy of the Panhandle hurricane came to pass. The word earthquake hit. I'm like, God, are we going to get a Panhandle earthquake? And I was getting ready to post it for you guys. And I Googled it, trying to get some images. And it was already in the news. And I was too late. Sometimes I'm too slow to put prophecy. And sometimes that right when I know something, it happens right then and there. And I always check the news before I put a prophecy, so I know that didn't happen. Because one time I said a prophecy and it was already in the news at the same time. So I got to check my prophecies to make sure they're not in the news. Or people will say, oh, this has already happened, you false prophet. Because, Satan is the accuser of their brethren. So I'm so glad when I posted that Elizabeth Warren running for president, I had to check the news. And all news said that she's not running for president. But I told y'all in the video that she's lying to the American people. She knows she's running. That prophecy came to pass. Yeah, this Facebook was from my niece. And that's her right by the North Carolina tornado. And if you know, do your research. Virginia, which is the state I live in, they don't get tornadoes for many years at a time. But yeah, we had 12 of them, the news said, and it showed the structure of these tornadoes. But the East Coast is going to be normal for tornadoes because they're starting to come year after year now. Do you see the date, November 4th? I told you an earthquake for New York was coming soon. I believe that it happened April 9th in the news. It was small, but if you notice my history, my prophecies come to pass fast. Like it took Elizabeth Warner announcing her president run 6 months in advance. See, this is November, December, January, February, March, April. About 5 months this prophecy came to pass. And I'll get the news link for this quake to show you. There's a New York earthquake strikes on April 9th. I told y'all my prophecies come to pass. I got another one to blow your mind, but this one's on Twitter. Alright, this is on my Twitter, 7/17/2018. You see the date circled? Well, anyhow, I said Elizabeth Warner will have the embarrassing election loss and Joe Biden will back out because of health issues. I was trying to tell everybody that he will run for president and back out for health issues. So that two prophecies came to pass of Elizabeth Warner. Remember, she announced her run in December, and that was 7/17/2018. And look at the top. I circle another Indonesia tsunami coming. That was correct. So if you want to follow me for more prophecies in case I missed them on YouTube, that's my Twitter name, @JaniceVA1. And there's my Facebook page. You could add me if you want more prophecies, if I miss them on YouTube. Oh yeah, remember I told you people that these false prophets will say 3 days of darkness and then they will take their videos down? Oh, looks like that prophecy came to pass. Actually, it's common sense. You don't need to be a prophet to see these people talking 3 days of darkness. And when it never happens, they take the video down and say, God changed his mind. I told y'all about this. Watch these Christian witches. Have a blessed day.